Hi, thanks for watching the video on Year 13 Core Trig 6 Trig Functions, and it is Section 1. Okay, basically here all we're going to do is introduce some new reciprocal trig functions, and initially in this section, just for questions 6a from the textbook, it's just basically calculating the values for those trig functions. Okay, the new trig functions are sec, which is actually short for second, which is just 1 over cos of x, cosec, which is short for cosecant, which is 1 over sine x, and cot, which is short for cotangent, which is 1 over tan. And since tan is sine over cos, the reciprocal of sine over cos is cos over sine. All we're going to do here on this video is work out some values for these. If you want to see where the functions are derived from and where the names come from, if you look at this PowerPoint from Dr. Frost's PowerPoints, it goes into great detail explaining exactly where they all come from, but you don't need that for the exam. I sort of remember it in that it's the wrong way round in terms of 1 over cos gives you something that begins with an S, and 1 over sine gives you something that begins like cos. Okay, so for cot pi by 4, again, all you're going to need is you're going to have your calculator in radians. Whenever you've got anything with a pi in it, it's going to be your calculator in radians. And the majority of the time now, the work that you do in core, it's always going to be in radians. Occasionally they're doing things where they're using the cosine rule to find stuff, they use degrees, but generally speaking it's all going to be in radians. But it should be pretty obvious from the question whether or not your angle measurement is radians or degrees. So for cot, we've defined cot as 1 over tan, so all you need to do on your calculator is tan of pi by 4, and then if you do the reciprocal of tan of pi by 4, it gives you what cot of pi by 4 is. If you could pause me for a second, please, and then if you can work out all of those, and then I will just click through the answers for you. Okay, sec. Again, you should know what cos of pi by 4 is without a calculator. Obviously, in all the exams, you get a calculator, but cos of pi by 4 is root 2 over 2 or 1 over root 2. So the reciprocal of that is root 2. Cosec, 1 over sine of pi by 3, which is 2 over root 3. If you rationalise your denominator, it's going to be 2 root 3 over 3. Cot, root 3. And I will just click through the others. Okay. Right, that's all there is to exercise 6A. So you can have a go at those questions 1 to 3 with the bonuses 4 to 6. Thank you.